Okay, it's live, and so I just have a black screen up. So can
Yeah,
you?
so I'm gonna put the screen. You know you're
Okay,
still on Zoom, so I can still hear you on Zoom.
okay. So let me mute myself.
So we're muted, so it's not gonna. Oh.
Hi there. Oh, live on YouTube as well.
Hi there. Yes, we are.
Oh, hold on.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi there. Doing wonderful.
I almost
Welcome,
forgot.
welcome.
Huh?
Welcome.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch this over to my computer in a few minutes, but I almost forgot my timer. You here by yourself?
Well, the other one that you see there is one of our other staff.
Oh, okay. I don't see anyone but you. I only see you.
Okay, yes, I am here. I'm the only one here.
Okay. Very cool.
So far.
I haven't done anything that I was supposed to do, but I will. Like,
I think you'll be okay.
well, the only thing that I'm thinking is that I should let you, because I don't know how quickly my system will log me in to get me to my email so that I can share my screen. So we'll see. Okay. By the time people come, you know, what I have up or not. You can see me?
Sounds good. Sure. I see the top of your head.
Oh, that's because I'm over here.
There you are.
Okay. I don't have, I can't do, on here, it will not allow me to see people in, I can only see you. I can't see the gallery.
Can't see the gallery.
Huh? I can't see other people.
You can't see the
gallery.
Well, if you're seeing me, when the other people come in, you will see them.
Okay, well, hold on. I gotta go. All right, give me a second.
No problem.
I'm here though, and I can still hear you and all.
Not a problem.
91069106991. Okay.
You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that so loud. Yeah, so we're on YouTube Live. I know you. I think you said that.
I did.
Okay, great. And, all right. It is 5 o'clock.
Okay, hold on. I'm making noise.
So let me see. Oh, you want to unmute yourself?
Are you recording this as well?
This is all being recorded.
Okay. Do you have your Mary Kay products?
I do. All right. So with it being 5 o'clock,
Uh-huh.
what I'm thinking is we can go ahead and get started. And as people and students come on, they will join us. And hold on here.
You see my jigsaw puzzle? On my table.
Where's your jigsaw puzzle? Oh, come on, that's good.
I know.
Oh, you're like halfway there.
Well, yes, I was a little bit more than that. And I had to, it's not fully interlocking, so I couldn't pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed to be able to pick it up to move it from where it was because the lighting is bad in there.
Okay.
And so I had to move it. And consequently, I broke it as I was moving it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all good. I've gotten back pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's see. Where are you, Miss Christelle?
So I think we should just go ahead and get started. And I believe the awesome thing about being on YouTube Live is that we can have them come back and watch it. And I know I had a parent that was like, they're going to come back and watch it as well. And so we'll see who will hop on and join us in this time frame. But Control, I just want to thank you for being here and sharing with our youth for College and Career Day. Woo-hoo!
It's my delight. Thank you so much for inviting me, Christelle.
Absolutely. And I think it is awesome. It is awesome to hear from you and just to hear your knowledge, and for our youth to learn about how they can be their own boss.
Yes, yes, yes.
And just so you all know, Contrella, she is her accolades are lengthy, like a scroll, okay? But, you know, I think she is just a phenomenal woman. When you talk about someone who operates in excellence, who is and has and continues to pursue their goals and their dreams, I see that in you, and you are all those awesome things. I'm going to read a little bit of her accolades here briefly. And Contrella is passionate about family. She has her son Joshua, who's a gifted professional dancer, actor, and creative in the arts. Contrella is a skilled psalmist, teacher, and proclaimer of God's holy word. She believes in the power and answers to prayer. She's partnered with many organizations, musicians, producers, visionaries as a musical director. And she is multi-gifted, multi-talented, producer, director in film production, real estate for more than 22 years. She's currently an independent sales director, worship leader, vocal coach, and has lots of experience teaching workshops in praise and worship as a lifestyle, as well as mentoring young people in the arts of ministry and praise and worship. Controlla's most significant testimony and accolade is that Jesus is her Lord and Savior, and she intends to always do what pleases God and to be a light for others to find their way to God. And so even today, as she shares and how to be her own boss. Hi, welcome, Miss Manuela. As she shares on how to be how she's been her own boss, I want you guys to listen and really tune in, because you get to tailor your life for what you desire for your future. And so, Contrella, I'm gonna have you take it away, and I will pull up the share here as well.
Awesome. Well, welcome and thank you everybody for being here with us and for watching our
interactive college and career day. I'm very excited to be here and sharing with you today. I am, Christelle, thank you so much for your incredible introduction. It's so funny when other people are talking about you, sometimes you go, who are they talking about? But I feel so blessed and so honored that I've had so many opportunities to be able to do so many things that I have dreamed of doing. And so I'm going to, as much as I can, engage those of you that are on the call. And if you're not here live with us, when you hear the playback and the recording, I want to make sure that I ask questions that are compelling so that you can think for yourself, what might the possibilities be for you? Because what I know for sure is that all things are possible if you believe. All things are possible if you believe. And so I want to start with a couple of just foundational things about being an entrepreneur. As Christelle said, I am college degreed. I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Irvine, of California at Irvine, in social ecology with an emphasis in social behavior. When I first went to college, I thought I wanted to be a psychologist, and I wanted to be either a clinical or a counseling psychologist. And my ultimate goals have changed a lot since starting college many years ago. Let me be clear. And so I would like to say to anybody that's listening that thinks to yourself, you know, I think I really know what I want to do. That is excellent, because what that does is give you a foundational point to start with. But over the years, as I finished my bachelor's degree, I decided that I didn't want to be a psychologist because I didn't want to go to school that long. And then I did go to do some coursework in a master's program in marriage and family therapies. And what I knew for sure was that I wanted to help people. And had you asked me when I was a little kid, what would I want to do when I grow up? I would have said, I want to help people. And so sometimes we don't know what that means or what it looks like. And as we go on our course and journey, we find that there are a lot of ways to attain to the same goal and to achieve the same goal. So I'm excited to be able to share with you all today. And I look forward to engaging you and having you take moments to think about what you want to do with your future. What we do now impacts the rest of our lives. What we do now impacts the rest of our lives. So my first, the first thing that I want to share with you is that as independent sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics, one of the things that I've had to learn how to do is to tell my story quickly. So in other words, what I do is I'm a professional beauty consultant with Mary Kay. And I love to pamper people and share Mary Kay products with people everywhere I go. Our job is to find a need and fill it. And so one of the needs that we fill with Mary Kay Cosmetics is people's skincare needs. And so I'm very excited to be able to share the products with Mary Kay. And I have my own built-in Wooten Center face model. Christelle is going to join us on here, and she is going to demo for you as I go through and talk about the products. She is going to do an actual demo for you how to take care of your skin. Why is it important to take care of your skin? I hear you saying it's important to take care of your skin because your first impression, the first impression that people have of you is lasting. And so in this world, what first when they see you? They see your face. So if you have great look to accompany your great smile, and that's because you've taken care of your skin, it's going to make a difference in how confident you feel. It's going to make a difference in the impression that you make on people when you meet them, when you shake their hand and you give an appropriate handshake, an appropriate smile, and then you'll feel great when they say to you, your skin is beautiful. So we're going to introduce the Mary Kay Clear Proof products. And Christelle, are you there so that everyone can see you putting on the products as we go through?
I can, and actually I want to, just so everyone can kind of have a view of all that this session will include for the hour. Control, do you mind if I just share that really quick?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So, and I know Controller, feel free to be flexible within this time
Yes.
frame.
Yes.
And so we'll have, I know we've already done our wonderful introduction. We're gonna have the interactive activity right now with me starting with the skincare,
Yes.
your elevator pitch.
And I did that. I did it. I flipped it, Christelle, because I want to be able to give them a reference for us to create the elevator pitch. And just real quickly, an elevator pitch is what you do once you've decided this is the business that I'm going to engage in. And so in this instance, our business is Mary Kay Skincare, right? Once you've decided what it is that you're going to promote, that you're going to, invest in, that you're going to be the boss of, then you've got to be able to share your story in about 30 seconds with people that either are going to be your customers, that might be angel investors. And so being an entrepreneur, you are your best commercial. And so the 30-second elevator pitch is going to tell people that might be interested in your business in a very clear and concise manner what it is that you have to offer in terms of your product or your service, how they can help you, and what the benefit will be for them if they decide that they want to engage with you as a part of your organization. So we're going to show you the skincare demo because being an entrepreneur within Mary Kay, I'm an independent contractor with Mary Kay. I service people with Mary Kay products. It could be any product on the planet Earth, but I elected to become an independent contractor, a professional beauty consultant with Mary Kay. And in engaging in the Mary Kay business, I am responsible for developing my own client base. I'm responsible for advertising and marketing my business. I am my own boss. I can create my business as big or as small as I choose to make it. And so it's important to know what the product is. And then once you decide what the product or service is going to be that you've decided you're going to invest in and that you're going to build and develop, then you want to create an elevator pitch so you can tell everybody your story in 30 seconds or less. So we're going to introduce the product, which is our skincare demo with Mary Kay. And then we're going to circle back and give you an idea of what a 30-second elevator pitch sounds like for this particular endeavor. How's that sound?
Sounds wonderful. Wonderful.
Awesome.
All right.
So
you can tell me.
The product that we're going to be using today is our Mary Kay Clear Proof Skincare Regimen. And that skincare regimen includes a cleanser, a moisturizer, thank you, our acne treatment gel. And one thing, because I know that we're dealing with, that we're teaching and mentoring teenagers and young adults, we wanted to have a product that would be suitable for your age level. And so the Clear Proof product, one of the things that we learn and understand is that as you grow and you go through, through puberty and into young adulthood, sometimes you'll develop a skin condition that's called acne. Nobody wants to have zits or bumps or ugly or discolored skin. And so here's one way to be able to take care of your skin, because first impressions are lasting. So you want to make sure that you're doing a skincare regimen so that your skin will be beautiful and even toned for a good long while to come. Now, this product can be used by both males and females. So you don't have to worry, oh my goodness, this product is just for women. Nope, I have men and women, children and teenage boys and girls that use this product. And so we've seen some significant difference in what people's skin texture, skin tone, and the acne looks using it just for, there's a significant difference. So there's a cleanser, there's an acne treatment gel, which you just are going to pat on a pimple if you happen to have a pimple, or all over if you have acne and you have, quite a breakout. There's a blemish control toner that helps to cleanse and take off all the extra, dirt and gook from the atmosphere and the environment. And then there's a moisturizer that's specially formulated as well. In addition to that, today we're going to add our Clear Proof charcoal mask. Our charcoal mask is phenomenal. It takes off another layer of impurities from your skin, which is part of what causes extra acne. So Christelle is going to be demonstrating each one of these products. And so Christelle, I want to see is it possible that we're going to see you applying them, or am I just going to talk through it?
No, you're going to see me applying it.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go.
They're gonna see me and hear you.
Okay, good. So I can't see you, but they can see you. Okay.
Right, they're gonna see me on the Facebook Live doing it.
Okay, gotcha. So we are going to get started with how you take care of your skin with our Clear Proof Acne System. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you get to know your skin. You say, get to know my skin. I look at my face every single day. Well, yes, that is true. But you want to see, and you want to take a before and after picture so you can see if there's any significant difference in what your skin looks like as you are going through the products. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at yourself carefully in your mirror. You want to get close and take a look. You know, you want to feel your skin so you feel it and you know. And then, you know, usually what I'll do with someone that I'm introducing a product to is I ask them, if there were one thing you'd want to change about your skin, what would that be? And then you'll tell me. And then the people that make, yes, go, Christelle.
So I want to change, and like Miss Manuel, I know you're in here, so you know, even when we look at our skin, so you can look closely at your skin too. You know, I know for me, every now and again, so I love chocolate, so I'll have an occasional bump here or there. So just maintaining my skin so that I don't have acne that pops up.
Yes.
So I think that's something I always continue to improve.
That's exciting.
Okay.
And so you're going to initially, one of the main things that I really want to emphasize right now that is so critically important with this COVID pandemic that is going on, we want to make sure that our hands are clean. So you want to make sure that you washed your hands before you put your hands in your face, okay? So you're going to wash with soap and water. We teach people to sing happy birthday twice, and you're going to wash, 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 wash. You're going to wash fronts and backs of your hands. You're going to wash between your fingers, and then you're going to just use your hands to kind of scratch in your palm to make sure you're getting clean underneath your fingernails. And then you're going to wash under the water. And as you're under the water, still before you wash all the soap away, you're going to get all of any of the debris that might be under your fingernails and wash again. So singing happy birthday twice helps you to get through all of that process, okay? So you want to make sure you have clean hands. The other thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a washcloth. Christelle, do you have your washcloth?
I sure do.
Okay, and it can be a disposable washcloth, or it can be a regular washcloth that you use to wash your face. The other thing is you want to make sure that you're using a good, clean washcloth. You don't want to use the same washcloths that you're using to wash your body, your face, and with the current COVID situation, we're taught to keep our hands out of our faces because we're transferring so much bacteria and potentially even have the ability to transfer, you know, the disease to ourselves through our mouth, our nose, our eyes, any opening on our face. So we want to make sure that you're using a good, clean washcloth for your face. And so you're going to dampen your face with a little bit of water. And then, Christelle, I'm going to see if you can just, you know, walk through and describe what you're doing, because I can't see you as you are applying the cleanser. You want to talk about the upward and outward motion and why that's significant. And while you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can get your live recording on my YouTube on my other device.
So do you see me? Do you not see me here on Zoom? You do?
I do now.
You see me here on Zoom?
I do now.
Okay.
I have to manipulate it just a little bit. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, great. So Christelle is applying. Yes, there you go.
No, you want to go ahead? You want to say?
Yes, so Christelle is applying the the Clear Proof gel cleanser to her face in an upward and outward motion. You always want to remember, up is young, down is old. So you're young, You want to remain young and keep your young, youthful skin for a long time. And you're going to rub upward, outward, and in a circular motion with your fingertips. Don't use the ball of your hand or the palm. You're going to use your fingertips. You want to be gentle with your face. You only get one. And so you want to take care of it for a long time. And so she's rubbing upward and outward. And the products are highly concentrated. So you may need to add a little bit of water to smooth it all over your skin. And we're doing an abbreviated version of this cleanser and of this system. But when you're doing it by yourself at home, you want to wash your neck and your décolleté area as well, because whatever you do for your face, you want to also do it for your neck. So as you age, your neck will stay young and youthful looking as well. You're doing a great job, Christelle. I also want to say that if
no neck issues, please.
That's right, honey. Absolutely. Because then you will, try to hide your neck when you get old. Well, you want your neck to look as beautiful as your face. And so the other thing that I want to point out that you'll see on our outline is that you should not pop pimples. Don't pop pimples. Pimples. And I know we're tempted to. Sometimes I'll feel one coming, it's under the skin, and I want to just get in there and dig it out. But you don't want to do that. When you are using your fingernails to pop pimples, you're transferring bacteria and dirt into your pores. And that causes scarring on your face. Yes, who wants scars that don't go away? So it causes scarring on your face. It also puts additional bacteria in your face, which is a part of what causes the acne to come in the first place. So you want to make sure that you're using clean hands, clean washcloth, as Christelle is doing. And when you're washing your neck, you always want to go upward, 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 because gravity is working against you. Don't give her anything extra to work with, honey. You want to stay young looking for a long time. Okay.
That's
and
right.
So you want to make sure also that you don't leave any of the product on. All of the products are non-comedogenic, so that means it will not clog your pores, but you want to make sure that you clean it all off so you aren't attracting additional elements onto your face. And you also want to remember you're going to do this twice a day. In the morning, you're going to start your day with a clean palette. And in the evening, you're going to wash off all of the street dirt, so you're not putting that roadkill on your pillow. That's pretty yucky, right? All right, so Christelle's got that going. She's got the cleanser all off. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our charcoal mask. And while her mask is drying, we're going to talk about the elevator pitch for the products that you're using. So you can go ahead and apply your charcoal mask. Charcoal mask is an incredible, incredible product. It's going to take out twice its weight in dirt and cleanse your pores so that all of the extra oil and everything that's clogging those pores is going to come out. If you're very oily and you have oily areas of your skin, you will see that charcoal mask dry on your face. You'll see it. And where you're oily, you can see it start to accumulate and draw the impurities out of your skin. So Christelle is putting that on. You put a generous portion. You can use your fingers, or you can use a liquid mask brush to put that on. And you're going to leave it on and you're going to let it dry completely. And it takes anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes for it to completely dry. So that's the charcoal mask. While we're waiting for her charcoal mask to dry, I want to talk about this elevator pitch. I want to ask you, is there anybody here that has ever thought about having a business of your own? You might say, well, Mary Kay is not your own business because, Mary Kay is a big corporation. But Mary Kay is a big corporation, and they produce the products and provide a marketing plan that help the consultants to be able to be successful in engaging in their own business. We're not employed by Mary Kay. So when you say, who do you work for? I work for myself, but I market and share Mary Kay products, just like we just did the Clearproof product. So what would my elevator pitch sound like? And why is it necessary to have an elevator pitch? Well, first of all, you need customers that are going to partake of your product. They're going to buy your product, right? Let's say I was working in real estate and I needed to find customers to be my real estate customers. I have been a realtor, as Christelle told you earlier. I was a real estate sales agent for 22 years. And I actually was a realtor when I became a consultant with Mary Kay. So I had to have an elevator pitch. It's 30 seconds. And what I needed to be able to do in those 30 seconds was to determine very quickly, who is this that I'm standing or sitting next to, and how can my service benefit them, and how can they partake and benefit from my service. So my elevator pitch for Mary Kay sounds something like this. I'm an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I'm looking for people that need to have a good skincare regimen. Have you ever tried Mary Kay? That's less than 30 seconds. And in that moment, it gives you an opportunity to think, maybe she might have a product that I need. Or the answer often comes, well, I don't really need to. No, I'm not interested. And guess what? I'm not insulted because someone says they're not interested, because the experience is that once you've sown the seed with your elevator pitch, and then you've developed a rapport, instant rapport with the person that you're standing next to, you never know what that's going to turn into. But you want to introduce your concept. In this instance, it's the Clearproof, the Mary Kay products, and Clearproof is the system we're using. My goal is to be able to develop a unit of people that are 100 unit members strong. So I'm mentoring and coaching and training other people how to become entrepreneurs as well, and how to be their own boss. You'll earn money as a consultant, or if you decided that being in the business wasn't something you wanted to do, you might become a customer, and I'll show you how to get some free products. Then the next thing is to engage people so they're asking questions. So have you ever thought about what you might want to do if you were starting your own business? What kind of business would you start? This is just food for thought. Not rhetorical though, because even though you say to yourself, oh, I'm young, I have plenty of time to think about that. What you do today impacts you for a lifetime. So one of the things that I know that in my myriad of experiences and industry experience that I have engaged in over my long career, since I graduated from college, and even in high school and college while I was working, what I did when I was 7 years old created income and business opportunities for me in my later life. So I started playing piano when I was 7. And I'm giving you multiple examples because I want to stimulate your thinking about what it is that you're good at, what it is that you like, that you could see yourself doing later in life. So when I was 7, I went to my mom and I said, hey, I want to play piano. And she said, okay. My relatives were visiting from Louisiana, and my uncle and my aunt said to me, oh, there I am playing the piano. You see that? They said, we'll pay for your piano lessons. And when you get older and you start playing for a church, you can pay us back, because you'll get paid. And I was like, you get paid for playing the piano at church? At 7 years old, I had no clue. By the time I was 10, I was playing for a church. I was playing in regular services. I was playing for the adult choir, and I was the only musician at that church. Who would have ever thought? That one skill has transferred to many, many, many opportunities. I see a picture of my son and I standing there in front of a GameStop. That's actually in front of the Apollo Theater when I went back to New York to do, for them to do the debut, the premiere of the movie Black Nativity, which is a Fox Searchlight film that I was the choral master on and off screen. And I also functioned as the star vocal coach in that film. All of that came from my making a judgment and a decision at 7 that I wanted to play the piano, because from that, a lot of skills developed. So what skills do you have that you might be able to turn into a profession later in your life? Maybe, I hear a lot of people say, well, I want to be an actor. Okay, great. Do you think that actors just wake up one day and they're acting? Or do you think that they train for that profession? So what if you wanted to be a screenwriter, or you wanted to write for sitcoms, or you want to be an author? What you do right now in school, what you do right now at the Wooten Center, what you do right now on your own personal time is going to develop for you into a career or an entrepreneurship for you, where you'll be able to turn your skills into dollars that change the lives of yourself, your family, and your community. This is the time to think about it. I know you might think, oh, I got a lot of time for that, but time is moving really fast. And the skill set you develop when you're young will profit you in your later life. So I've been, a musician since I was 10 years old. I retired from that on a regular and consistent basis, being an employed musician or engaged in a regular kind of a weekly situation. But I use my music skills whenever it suits me. How are you coming over there, Christelle, with your mask? Oh, Christelle. Christelle just gave me
dry.
also. Is it all dry? Do you feel tight over there? Oh, yeah. Look at these. Look at her cheeks where it's dry, right here on the sides. It's pulling out all of the impurities on her skin. Yeah, you see that? How does it feel? Right here on her cheeks, you see it's a little bit darker. She has a little bit less oil and impurities there. We can see that where it's lighter, where it's really dry, it's pulling out all of those excess oils and impurities from her skin. And so, Christelle, you look good. So you're going to go ahead and take your washcloth.
Okay.
And you're going to dip it and you're going to squeeze it. And then you're going to lay it on your face and pat it in. You're going to press it down on your face. And this is not a peel, because peels are not good for your skin. And while you do that, I'll talk about the pictures that are right next to you. So I'm standing in front of the artwork for Black Nativity with Angela Bassett and Forrest Whitaker, where I was the choral master. And then the picture that's to the right of that, my right, is the cast members of the choir and dancers from that same film, Black Nativity. So I've engaged in theater as a consequence of being 7 years old and saying, I want to play piano. I also did this show over there where I'm wearing the big afro. I'm in a show called Hallelujah Mahalia, where I played one of the Claire Ward sisters. And Marion Williams, I played and sang the song, He's Able. And then I also did Heaven Bound. So consequently, you all, as a consequence of learning to play the piano at 7, I was able to do all of these shows and many, many more. I want to really stimulate you to think about how you can create a career and or opportunities for yourself with the skills that you have and the things that you like to do. I've had incredible opportunities as a consequence of making decisions along the way while I was thinking about what I might want to do with my career. While I was able, go ahead, Christelle.
So how were you to, I know you said you were doing piano when you were younger.
Yep.
Career in theater.
Yes.
So how were you able to figure out and balance what you wanted to do with your career and what you're passionate about and the things that, theater, the music that you wanted to do? How were you able to balance that?
That's a great question. So as a child, of course, I took the piano lessons and I hated being on the piano and practicing in the middle of the afternoon. My mom would be working and she'd call me on the phone and say, did you do your homework? And I'd say, yes. Did you practice your piano? And I'd say, no. And my piano sat on the front window where I could look outside and see all my friends outside skating and riding their bikes. And I had to be inside practicing every day. Yes, at that moment, I was not a happy camper. But how that turned into career opportunities is that when I was in undergraduate at UC Irvine, one of my girlfriends knew that I could play piano. And she called me on the phone and she said, hey, listen, this master's student is doing a show called Don't Bother Me, I Can't Cope, and he needs a rehearsal musician. Oh my goodness, the opportunities that came from that. So I did the job to be a rehearsal musician. As I was doing that, that turned into them knowing that I could sing because I stood in at a rehearsal. And then from there, I created with a couple of other people, the master student, as well as some others, a nonprofit organization, which that's the business part. Now we're putting it all together, right? Because it takes all of these aspects to make your business functional and to make it successful. So I became that rehearsal musician, met some people because it's about your contacts as well as what you know. So you want to develop great relationships with people when you're an entrepreneur, when you're thinking about your career opportunities, because if people like you, they'll come back to you and they'll hire you for other things. They'll engage you or do contracts with you so that you can do other things. So I was a rehearsal musician when I was in college. While I was doing this youth repertory company, I realized that I had an affinity for the business side. So I was the company manager for a company, for this repertory company called Praise Repertory Company. And we toured around California doing plays, and they would always drag me in to sing, and they would always drag me into play. And back then I loved it. So in doing all of these things, Christelle, I realized that I had an affinity for the business part of entertainment, right? And I also had the skill set because I could play and I could sing. And so there were jobs for me. The other thing that I think is really significant in terms of the business of being an entrepreneur or engaging in your career choice, my mom told me when, and all of my siblings, I have 3 brothers, when we were in middle school, she said, you guys are going to take typing. Even the boys had to take typing. I have 3 brothers and me. We all had to take typing classes because she said, if you know how to type, you'll always have a job. At the time, that didn't make sense. But over the years, I've used my typing skills a ton. I've used my typing skills to be able to be an administrative assistant. I've used my typing skills to be able to be a producer. I've used my typing skills to be able to teach other people. I use my typing skills now on my computer so I can do social media, because that's how we advertise and market our businesses, and do even like a Zoom and a live right now on YouTube. It's because you know how to use your fingers, right, to create that. So every part of you, as you're developing and you're going on your course, every part of who you are becomes a skill that you can use to do those things that you find you're passionate about. Now, I've done some jobs, Christelle, that I wasn't really passionate about when I did them, but I had the skill set and I needed to work because I understood that if you don't work, you don't eat. And so I used the skills that I had, even if I wasn't passionate about it, to create work settings and work situations for myself so that I could sustain myself and I wouldn't be dependent on other people to take care of me. That is an entrepreneurial spirit. It's a great question. It's a great question.
And Miss Manuel, feel free to like ask questions too. I don't know. I know I just washed my face here, but even, while you're at home, I don't know if you, with skincare and with the kids, if they're having any skincare issues. I know teens and young adults, they're starting to see different things. They start seeing all their skin happening,
Yes.
and so feel free to, yeah, go ahead.
You see, I just noticed what she said, I'm using the wrong thing.
At home,
It's a peel off.
Oh, yes. That peel
Yeah.
off is not good for you because it pulls skin along with the impurities. So it has a tendency to be damaging to your skin. So Christelle can absolutely share with you the product that she used, which was a mask. We have that charcoal mask and we have other masks as well. We have a
Yeah,
gel
and it peels
mask.
off the facial hair too.
Yes. And so it's okay to change products midstream. If you're using something and it's not, the great thing about Mary Kay is that we have 100% satisfaction guarantee. Mary Kay allows that if you try a product and you don't like it, you can call your consultant, which Christelle would be for you, and you can replace that product with something that's more suitable for your skin type. So connect with her and you guys can figure out what product would be good with you. Christelle, did you do your blemish control toner already?
I will right now.
Okay, well, do your blemish control toner. And so that's going to clear off the rest of the little residue from the charcoal mask, and anything that's left on there from your cleanser, it's also going to clear that off. And so you just take that, and then when you get it on there, just take a little corner of your washcloth and just blend it all over. So you're getting all clean and it's cleansing your pores. And then toner seals your pores. It is, the third step of this skincare regimen. I'm looking at the picture that's up here now. It says independent sales director with Mary Kay, real estate. I was a real estate sales agent. Now I'm a real estate investor. And then music, arts, and theater. I've done a lot of. I've done it at my church because I had that skill set and I was passionate. I was able to share it with the youth at my own church. And so that's pretty exciting as well, because you knew that I'd be able to, do acting or train and mentor people at my church. The other pictures are of me picking up my first and my second car. And then right underneath my picture, which is my favorite theatrical picture, I did a show called Gospel, Gospel, Gospel that I was a co-writer with. And we did it for the James Pickens Jr. Foundation a number of years ago. And I opened the show with the first song on stage. And that's that picture. It's one of my favorites. And then right below that is the car that I just earned and picked up a week ago today. Woo woo. Very, very exciting. It's the Chevy Malibu 2020 Chevy Malibu. It had 4 miles on it when I picked it up last week. And it's free to me. I don't pay the car note. I'm not going to pay. I didn't have to pay taxes, license, and insurance. Taxes and license, I will have to pay a portion of the insurance, about 75% of the insurance. So it's like less than $100 a month. The company pays the rest. And so that's one of the benefits of having a second stream of income. Did I say stream of income? Yes, streams of income. Multiple streams of income are important. They are important because you're creating more income opportunities, more relationships, and having more flexibility to do the things that you really are passionate about. So there have been times where real estate, makes lots of money once you've created, a client base and you're having listings and you're working with buyers and whatever your specialty is. But one of the things that happens when the economy changes, which is we're in an economic time right now that's unfamiliar, you've got to wait until your escrows close. And so as a single parent of one son, his feet were growing fast, his pants were getting short because he was growing tall and the escrows weren't closing. I needed something to bridge the gaps. Enter Mary Kay, where I have the ability to still be a real estate professional, right? Where I'm my own boss there as well, but my income is contingent on what the economy does. So what I was able to do was become a consultant, work part-time as a consultant, and still maintain my real estate. And then because I had money coming in on the in-between times with Mary Kay business, because I was developing relationships, I did the elevator pitch everywhere I went. And I didn't think of it as an elevator pitch at the time. It was just me sharing what I love. Who do you know that is an entrepreneur or a business owner that doesn't sell something? I don't know anyone. Because the first thing that we do is sell ourselves. You want to be able to be likable, to be clear about what you're passionate about, but to care about other people and have empathy and love for other people. The people in our society that make the most money are the ones that solve the biggest problems. Did you know that? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, they solve big problems for people. And so what problem do we solve with real estate? I provide residential clients with properties. Either I sell them to and for them, or I sell products, I sell a property to them that is suitable for their own personal needs. That's a residential real estate agent. What problem do I solve in Mary Kay? I introduce to you products that take care of your skin. I have the opportunity, like here in this call, to share a product that might be a little bit more suitable for your skin type, as opposed to something that's a peel off. So I'm knowledgeable about the product and I love the product. So I share it with people because you can sell, you can share what you like. All entrepreneurs are salespeople. Even when I was a musician playing for a church, if people didn't know I could play, was I going to be able to play for them? No. So I had to be able to introduce myself. I had to be able to share my skill without being braggadocious or, thinking more highly of myself than I ought. I developed relationships with people. And then those people consequently lead me to other people. They give you referrals. And so it's you being your own best commercial. My best commercial right now is the skin that I'm in. I use Mary Kay products every single day. Christelle's best commercial right now is the skin that she's in. Her being able to share this clear proof product with everybody, everywhere she goes, or any of the other products that are in the product line with Mary Kay, is her number one claim to fame. So one of the skill sets that we develop in any business as an entrepreneur is to market our business. So that means to be able to share it with other people and to advertise it. marketing and advertising. So what are some of the ways that we currently market and advertise our business? We use online. We do virtual facials. We do virtual business with real estate. You're going to use your social media to be able to promote and market your business so people know who you are, because having the best kept secret is not a redeeming quality. You don't want to be a secret. You want to be globally known for your personality, for the services that you offer and the problems that you solve. Those are qualities and characteristics of an entrepreneur. And then finally, with the music, though I started it when I was 7, I have had countless numbers of opportunities, played for churches, played for, theater projects, had the opportunity of writing music and playing music and coordinating with other talented and skilled individuals that have gifts and talents as well. Who could you partner with to create an entrepreneurship, to create a business that you're willing to invest in and be your own boss? One of the keys of being an entrepreneur is that you are your own boss. How many of you need to have someone else boss you? Yikes.
Oh, no.
Being your own boss is the best thing since sliced bread. So these are the things within our time frame, because we only have about 12 minutes left. I want to make sure that Christelle, what am I doing here? One of the things that entrepreneurs get to do, everybody, is to create lifestyle. So that, when you're an entrepreneur, you can fly off to New York and hang out over there to go for a premiere, or fly off to anywhere, United States, to Cleveland, Ohio, and work on a show at the oldest Black theater in the United States called Caramel House, where I also did at Caramel House, we did gospel down there. It was phenomenal. And I met a whole new slew of people in Cleveland, Ohio. So here's the Apollo Theater. In the middle, I was at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And on the left, I earned a free trip to the Bahamas, a cruise to the Bahamas, 4 days, 5 nights, and got to take anyone that I wanted. So this is one of my closest friends, and I invited her along because she had some freedom and flexibility. And she also is a singer, actor, writer, producer, and director of theatrical and film productions. And so I asked her if she wanted to come along with me, and we went on this cruise together. And this was just last fall in October of 2019. So being an entrepreneur opens up all kinds of doors for you. Your career can do the same. And so you want to make sure that as you're deciding, maybe you might say, I want to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to, when I finish school, I want to go to medical school and become a doctor. And that is an incredible career. Being a nurse, incredible career. Being an attorney, politician. We need people that are of integrity, that can represent the people of our state and of our country. What do you see yourself doing when you're responsible for taking care of you and creating a career path and course to run on? Not only will you train for the profession, you also will get to dream and see yourself traveling all over the world. See yourself going to fun destinations. See yourself developing and meeting friends everywhere you go. Because when you are a friend, you can be a friend, and you can develop relationships that'll be long lasting, and then hang out doing fun stuff in the middle of the week at Disney World, or on a cruise ship, or over in New York, hanging out in Harlem and the Bronx and in Queens, in Manhattan, going to theater and picking by your choice things that you want to do. So now you say, well, you do a lot of things. How come you do so many things? Because as an entrepreneur, I get to live my passion, create lifestyle. And each one of those streams of income that I've created as an entrepreneur make a difference for me, because Mary Kay right now is my main source of income. But I also, as a result of being a Mary Kay director, I get to hang out in places where I don't have to be at work from 9 to 5. So you could be a doctor and work for a company that doesn't allow you freedom and flexibility for quite some time to be able to go and travel and do your dreams. What if you had a private practice as a doctor? What if you were a physician's assistant and you had multiple offices that you worked with, and you got to choose your own schedule of when you worked. That's the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. Do you work hard as an entrepreneur? Yes. Do you work hard as an employee? Oh, yes. And one of the things you do when you're employed is you help the boss or the owner fulfill their dream, their passion, and create their lifestyle. But you're busy functioning on a time frame that you don't control. And that's the difference between being employed and being an entrepreneur. Everything is not for everyone, but which would you prefer? To write your own ticket, be your own boss, or work for someone else and be at the behest of the person that is the boss? The great part about this is that you get to choose. And so, Christelle, I have lots more to say, but we have 7 minutes, and I want to have everybody that has thought about, is there anyone on this call that may have thought about being an entrepreneur or have thought about what your career might be as you're going through school, and some of you getting to high school now and getting ready to graduate? Have you thought about what you want to do with your life? And maybe that's a big question. What things are you good at right now that you could turn into something fun and profitable? Those are thoughts. And so I would love it if someone has an idea about something that they'd like to do. If you could think to yourself, what product or service would you sell or would you want to be good at? How would you share that with someone that you get in the elevator with who might have money to invest? They might be an angel investor and want to invest in your idea. Or they might be a potential customer. How would you write that elevator pitch? Would you draw a picture for them and pull it out of your pocket and go, this is my concept? You know, I've seen that on Shark Tank sometimes. People come with their product all laid out on storyboards. And so it becomes a picture in somebody's mind before it actually becomes a concept in time. So what pictures do you have in your mind of how you would engage someone and get someone interested in your product or service as you're putting together your ideas for who you want to be in terms of your career or an entrepreneurship that you might want to engage in?
Well,
yes.
And feel free to share as you like. Um, so I think for me, uh-oh, what happened?
Uh-oh, we lost something, huh?
Uh, I would like to, always try, like for me to try something new. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
I'm coming back. I don't know where.
Okay.
What happened here. But to be able, like, I know one of my dreams is to create or be able to continue a nonprofit. I think even working at the Wooten Center with youth, and to be able to give youth scholarships so that they can further their education.
Yes.
And so to continue to work with them. So I think being able to start something like that and still do all the things that I do, but to know that I could do it on my own time and I can accomplish those goals as well. And so that's a dream. That's a dream that I have. I love to travel. So traveling around the world is something that I absolutely wanted, that I love to do. I know I do it with the world language and culture class, world languages and culture, but that's something that I personally want to do as well. So we get to do it in the activity, but how much more in real life, I want it to become my reality.
Well, before you can see all of those things happen, Christelle, and I know you know this already. I'm very clear that you know this. You know that you set the goal, right? You decide what you want to do, and then you set the goal, you write it down, because a goal or a dream that isn't written down is just a wish. And then you figure out how to incorporate it in your schedule. So, next summer or by Christmas time, I want to be on my way to eating all the food in what country. And you create a picture for yourself. Before a goal becomes a reality, you got to create a picture in your mind so that you can see it when you close your eyes. And so all business opportunities, entrepreneurship, all of the things that we've talked about today were an idea. And some of the things we didn't talk about, you know, when you think about Apple computers, when you think about the telephone, when you think about the airplane, you know, when you think about the Ford brothers that created the Ford cars way back when, all of those things were an idea in somebody's mind before they became a reality in our world. Right. And so it's important to write your ideas down, set goals for yourself, and be clear that if it's a goal in your mind, chances are likely that's something that you probably should engage in, because the idea was, let me be a pianist. Let me play piano. Never knowing what the possibilities were. I didn't even know at the time that, you know, I could earn money as a musician, because I just thought people played for the church. But the church says a workman is worthy of his or her hire. And so they give you a stipend or a salary to be a musician for a church. I didn't know that. But once I spoke my passion or my interest, then my relatives said, oh, I'll help you get there. Because when you make a decision and you set the goal, people, places, and things start to move on your behalf. Who knew way back then that learning to play piano would bring me this far, this many years in my life, still being able to take advantage of that skill set turning not only to being a musician, but to being able to write music, to perform in many, many places, to share my gift, my skill set with many, many people, and to be here today with the Wooten Center on your Career and Entrepreneur Day and sharing the Mary Kay product. So I got to share my directorship skill set with you and sharing the product in Mary Kay. And we do within Mary Kay, just, you know, a little commercial. We're looking for really sharp people who want something more. I mentor and coach people who want to start businesses. And so Christelle does the same, mentors and coach. She's one of the leaders in my organization. I'm building not only opportunities for people to work, I'm building opportunities for people to experience their dreams, to create lifestyle, and to set goals and see those goals come to fruition. All of the work you do is not just so you can be a worker bee. The work that you do is so that you can engage in those things that you love. What I've learned over the years is that what you do 9 to 5 takes care of you and your necessities. What you do after 5 gives you the opportunity to experience your dreams and to live your passions out loud and in a bigger way. I'm so delighted to have been here with you guys. Does anybody else have questions? I'm delighted to have been here with you guys today. And I hope that something that I've said has made a difference for you and sparked some thoughts for you. I would love to come back and see some of the youth that listen to this recording and develop questions about how they might start business or how they might engage or what their thoughts are as they're, you know, matriculating through school on the way. Because they're, you know, entrepreneurs that are 14 and 15 years old. They're millionaires that are teenagers and that are children because they had an idea. And you never want to think that's a dumb idea. No idea is a dumb idea if it, you know, has value and you can share how that value would be of benefit to someone else. It's a great idea. And so I want each of you to engage in your thinking of what I could do. You may have a great job and you're looking for another stream of income. Multiple streams of income keep you in times where you can't do one or the other. There's lots and lots of opportunity. The question just becomes, what will you do with the opportunities that you are granted, with the opportunities that give you a chance to create lifestyle and where you can live your passion and live out loud. Christelle, thanks for having me.
You are very welcome. Thank you so much, Contrella, for sharing.
Thank you,
for just allowing us to hear from you and to learn from you as well. And so just like Contrella shared, you know, if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to be your own boss, you can totally do that and you can accomplish your goals. I know one thing we talk about a lot at the Wooten Center is you can be whatever you want to be. And so us in these college and career days, we want to find out what are the things that you're interested in, because when we have people like Contrella to come and share, they're telling you based on their actual experience. They've done it, they've been there, they're doing it, you know, and experiencing the lifestyle of multimillionaires. And not just to say I'm a millionaire because I got a lot of money, but because you're making a difference in the world. And that's what it's truly all about. Because money can come and go, but truly what you're making a difference in doing, you pursuing your education is going to allow you to be more in life, not just for yourself, but also for your family. So we get to do that here. And so see us next time. On every second Friday, we have College and Career Day. So be sure to hop in. I see some of you here on Facebook Live. Any chats there that you have there, feel free to let us know. If there's a special speaker you want us to have come and share as well, let us know that too. And so we want to expose you all so you can choose what you want for your awesome career. Ms. Manuela, I don't know if you have any questions or anything, but thank you for being here as well and participating. And I see you all on Facebook chat. I see Nat, I see you there as well. And so wonderful. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I know it's Mother's Day weekend, so have a great Mother's Day weekend. And so we love all the mothers. What would be without a mom?
Happy Mother's Day, right?
You
right. Love you. Right? Yes.
All right, you all have a great evening. Take care, be well, be safe, be healthy, stay healthy. All righty. Bye.
Bye.